So we are going to use this master page to set up the banner bar. I don't need this stroke. You just a simple click. See the outside only images of frame of the frame set is around here is called the stroke. We can set to none. I do need a color here, which we need to have a color. Thinking this green. This green, the color is too bright. I'm going to change it. Okay, I'm pretty happy with this color. Going to hold down your Alt and Option key to duplicate here. Going to draw a text frame here. Going to see garden player. So this little icon, look, this garden player, I'm going to set up the color. I'm going to see, I do like a white, and click this character, and I do need this size to be bigger. I do need to change the font. Okay, and I want to change the tracking number because the space in between letters is too tight. Okay, put it here. So notice I have extra space on this text frame. What I can do is double click this corner thing. It's a snap on the content. Okay, it's a snap on the content, the text frame, which is a very good thing for us to have. Going down here, I'm going to copy. Let me check the size. 30 probably is a little too big. I'm thinking 18. 18 would be better. Again, if it's 18, I need to shrink this frame size down. Double click it, snap on it. Going to bring this right at the corner here. So you guys know the reason why I have this green bar outside here, because I need this to print on the edge. Then I hold down my Alt and Option key. Snap on it. Good. I have the master page set it up. Then I'm going to save this document. If you want to save on here, you can do that. But normally, like I said, I prefer all saved in the same folder, which we have is here. I have this garden player. I have this use images is here. I'm going to save here. The garden. Player newsletter. Okay. I say save. Then I come to my pages. It's already, this bar is already here. I noticed one thing. This one looks a little big. I want to see. This one is our, it's called a normal mode. I want to see preview. How's it going to, this one is called the screen mode. From here, you can switch. I want to see the presentation mode. that is going to be after it's printed out. So I feel like, you know, I click the Shift W and switch back to the normal mode. I want this to be a little bit smaller. So remember, this little icon is called the screen mode. You can change your wheel from normal to preview. Preview is going to get rid of the bleed and the slack line, and you can change to bleed wheel, you can change to slack wheel, you can change to the presentation mode. And a Shift W is going to bring you back. Okay, change to the normal mode. I want to make this smaller. How I'm going to do that? Look, because it's on the master page, you create this. It's going to appear on all the pages, effect on all the pages you have. For instance, if I have 3 more pages, if I click all of them, it has this title bar. That is a great thing for InDesign because it's a multiple. We can create a multiple page and have the exactly same standard thing, but it also creating trouble. Like for instance, we say, okay, I do want to change this, and either you need to come to here, the master page, and change from here, or if you say, I only want to change from here, so you have a little bit limitation for doing that. Or there's one way you can do that is you can click this and Command Shift by editing only on this page. For instance, I only want to add it here. If I say I want to add a dash or underscore line, okay, I add it here. And if I have another 2 pages, see, it wouldn't affect on the other page. It's only going to affect on this page. The same thing, Command Shift, you click this one. I'm going to shrink this down. I'm going to make it smaller, and it will not affect the rest of the thing. Okay? That is a little trick you can have for InDesign. Right now, let me click this and see. Override all master page items. So I'm not going to do this. I'm just going to get rid of this, get rid of that. I only leave the 2 pages have this. I'm going to my master page to change it, to change the size here. So the width is, I keep it 3, and the height is 1 inch. Okay, the same here. I'm coming here, 3, and 1 inch here. Going to bring this to all the way to the end. Okay, now I'm happy with this result. Yep, it's appeared on my other pages. So last week we also talked about how to please put an image inside a document. There are several ways. One way is we draw a frame first, and then from the file we come to place images. I need a logo. Okay. Which is this one. I can use either this one or this one, doesn't matter. Which one? Let's use this one to today's file. Say open, and they will bring me to this image here inside the frame. And this donut thing, we all know that's called the content grabber. That's one way we place the image inside the document. And the other way is file, please come here and say open, click. And there is another way if you want precise, you know what exactly the size you need. Click and drag. Okay? That will help you to bring this document here. So if, for instance, if you want to enlarge this image, you cannot just a simple click and drag the frame, because everything in InDesign, it has two things together, frame and object. If you want to enlarge them together, you need to Command Shift, enlarge them together. You need to have those keys together with this. Some of you will say, oh my god, the quality looks so bad. Don't worry, we go here, we'll display performance. You can do high quality. There you go, okay, it's crystal clear. But we normally don't do that as when you doing the work, because if you have a lot of images and lots of pages, so they will slow down your work speed. You normally put it to the typical display. But for this document, since I don't have a lot of images, I can try to use the high quality display. I want to see the quality. All right, that's the first page. Just have one logo there. And second, I'm going to have this, I'm going to draw a text box here. Going to place the document, Garden Player About Us. I said open. So notice they automatically lay out this text wizard inside our documents. And last time we talked about, if you see there is a little red plus sign, that means there are more content, there are more text hidden inside this box. You need to bring them out. How we are going to do that is easy. Use your selection tool, click this. Notice you have a linking file and some text loaded there. Just drag and put it there. If by any chance you shrink this frame, look, because it's linking, they come together. You can see I call the text thread. It's from extra, you see show text thread. You see the relationship from A to B, from box A to box B. All right, so normally we don't need to show that, so I can see hide text thread. And now I can format. I come here and I see, I need a certain font face. Okay, I need a particular size. And I need a color. I kind of feel this color, I want to create a new swatch color. I just put this. Here is our swatch panel. If you see the CMYK, which we said, cyan, magenta, yellow, and black, that is our swatch panel. So I want to make this color become our new standard color. I just click that. Notice it's adding there. All right. So next time we can use somewhere else inside the same documents. The text, and I'm going to add leading, which is the space in between the text. And if you want to do select all, Command A, so it will select all the text. That is the shortcut key for selecting all the text. And I'm going to change the leading, which is on here. You click your paragraph. Sorry, click your character thing. It's here, the leading. Right now is auto. So I'm going to see 14, a little tight, a little too tight. So I'm going to see 18, a little too much. What about 16? Okay, that's better. And I'm going to insert a picture. Like I said, InDesign accept all pretty much majority kinds of the file types, file formats, PSD, TIFF, JPEG, anything, PNG and GIF. You just go to File, Please, Images. Oh, I'm going to use another folder. Use the image. Going to do this. Going to put her here. And I'm going to have a frame to draw the first. I'm going to use 3 different methods to input here. Please. Okay. And I need to have a 3 kind of image all in the same size underneath here, which I can do instead of draw 3 different frames. Why draw the frame? I tap the arrow key, the up arrow key. Look, if I use the arrow key, up and right, they give me different. Is automatically shrink this down.
What did you press?
I press the arrow key. Look, it gave me 3 same size of rectangle. That is save a lot of time. And imagine if you need to draw one by one by one, I can do this. Let's see. If I type here at 2, you probably see this a lot in the newspaper or any magazine. They have a lot of people, like for instance, in this club has 20 members. They need their picture to be listed at this page. So what you can do is you use InDesign and typing this using arrow key up and the right arrow key. If you're using the down, is reduce. Using left is reduce. Okay? I delete that. I have this. I'm going to File, Place. Going to place 3 different pictures. 1. And the next 2, I'm going to just select those 2 together and say please. 1, 2. Okay? And then you can shrink the size. You have some option here. Fill frame proportion, which I love this. Fill frame proportion. Fill frame proportion. All right. Now you got this being set it up. Then I have a, like I said, this frame looks a little bit too long. Just double click it and snap. Okay. Put it here. I need other teacher, which is place M here. I place his picture there. Like I said, you need a Command Shift. Command Shift. Drag this picture. If you need to flip him, you can just simple click this, flipping. And now using my move tool to move him here. All right. So the next thing I need to do, I want to have more images. Again, use my down, up, right arrow key. Okay, need those images here. I'm going to select this place. I'm going to select some images which I have here. 1, 2, 3. Another one, please. I'm going to another folder. Find this picture. Okay, so I'm going to fit them. Fill frame proportion. Fit. This one, keep it like this. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do is generate a QR code. So it is a new thing when people wants to just use their cell phone to scan this QR code, it will find them. So I should generate QR code. I'm going to type their email address, GradenPlayerNewsletter.com. I change to the web link. And I click here. Okay. Also, this one, if you want, you can change the color. Change the frame color. If I want green, green is too harsh, so yellow, pink. I'm going to modify this pink by double click it. Okay. So the next step, we are going to add the address, which we're going to do next week. So let's finish this first.